Guys, you have already seen what we are exactly going to build today. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. Now I have created a new project here, which is a standalone project, and you don't need to worry. Like I said always, that with standalone project and with ng modules you can build all the stuff, okay, whatever I'm showing here. So you don't need to worry about anything. I'm going to tell you for ng modules also how you can implement that pretty easily. Now this is the home page here. What am I going to do? I'm just going to remove all the stuff at first, change this to charts, and I don't want this translucent one because this is available only for the iOS one, which I don't want. So this is cleared. Along with that, the SCS is also cleared, and in this particular TS file I'll just keep all this stuff. Okay, now you don't need to do anything apart from cleaning that in ng modules also. Now what is the next step that we are going to work with? Well, I'm going to implement the ngx-charts, okay, into our application, which is very handy and it has lots of features. So you can just check this particular introduction part. So this is where we can just check it out, the demo part. To install this particular feature, we need to go to installing part, and I need to copy this particular command and go to my code. I'll open up another shell here and paste this. Okay, I'm already running Ionic serve, that is why this is running. While that is being done, you can simply go to the examples part and check each and every one by one. That's how you will get how to execute this box chart, okay, then the bubble chart, all the stuff that you can see, and there are examples also which are available. Just click on it and it will redirect you to this particular page where all the code is being given, how to implement that, even the HTML part and the data file that you need to have. This is how it's going to look like, okay. And if you want to see all the examples all together, I'll show you one simple step. You simply go to this particular one, and the second link you need to open it up. This is the link where you get all the chart types, okay. If you want to check the vertical bar, you are getting this particular stuff here. You can select the light and dark mode theme also, okay. Along with that, if I just go for real time, you will get the real time data also. And I don't want the dimensions to work with right now, but I want the colors, okay. I want to tell you these are the colors which you can just apply. Just look at it. These are changing the neon colors and the ocean colors. Many options are there. In fact, this is how, okay, linear, but I'll keep the ordinal part only. So you can just change all these things with the help of this particular code here, which you get it in the TS file. All right, these are the features that you can simply apply. That is also shown. If you have any doubt, you can just see this particular properties here and apply the same. All right, so basic stuff I have already shown you. Now it's time to implement that. We are going to implement the vertical bar and then the horizontal bar, okay. Along with that, we are also going to implement the pie chart, line chart, and one more was there, is it? Yes, the group one, the vertical group one. Where is it? This is the one. All right, so we are going to just apply all these things, and other stuff you will understand how to apply that if you want to use it, okay. So in my code, what am I going to do? I'm going to create a component at first. So Ionic G, I'll go within a components folder, that will be created automatically, where I'm going to create a bar chart, and it's going to be a vertical bar chart. We have vertical and horizontal options, okay. But Ionic G C for component, Ionic G space C, then this particular stuff will come up. All right, now this will be creating a component here. That's how it is being created. Now in this particular one, what am I going to do? I'll copy everything from this vertical, where is it, bar charts. I'll go to vertical bar chart, okay, open it, the code here. So simple it is, right? From the HTML, I'll copy this stuff and paste it here, okay. Now just doing that is not enough. I need to go to the TS file where I need to pass standalone to true at first, okay. Along with that, I need the imports also, where I need to pass ngx-charts module, imported from at swimline ngx-charts, okay. This is very important. If you don't do that, you will get errors here. These are the errors because we need to pass this property, so you don't need to worry about that. I'll just go back again here and to the TS file. I'll copy this options up till here, okay, copy and paste it. Fine. Once you do that, it's gonna be of type any, otherwise this will give you an error. It won't be accepted here if you don't pass it. That is why of type any it should be. Now view, well, I haven't passed the view, which is this particular stuff where you are passing the width and the height. Height is 400 and width is 700 here by default. Now for the data, I'll go here and copy this single data because we are working with a single part. So I'll just copy that, and here I'm going to use add input function for the view here, because I will be passing the width and height from our main home page, okay? Because that's going to be same for all of them. And why that needs to be done, I'm going to tell you later on, okay, when I'm going to implement that. For the time being, let me just pass the code here for single. Let me create a single array, initialize, declare it at first and initialize it to an empty array. Then in the ng on init, I'm going to pass it in this particular way. So this is initialized now, all right, to a particular value here. Now just this is the error which will be detected from this particular function. If I just click somewhere, it will get detected here. All right, of type, let's say any, or you can give event also if you want to, but any is fine. Now you don't have any error. So if I try to implement it in home page, how do I need to do that? I need to pass it in the imports, and you don't need to worry in ng modules. You don't need to pass the standalone one in the components one also. Directly you can call it in the ng modules file of this particular home page and work with that. In fact, this stuff, the ngx-charts module also, you can directly pass into the modules file of the home page and you can work with that anywhere you want. Okay, in the home page part, as soon as you pass it in the declaration one, the error will go away. Okay, remember that. So moving ahead in the standalone one, I'll just go here and I need to pass vertical bar chart component that will be imported from this particular components folder and this particular stuff. That's fine. Okay, once I do that up, I'm still getting some error. What? Not an issue. I will directly call app vertical bar chart. That's it. Okay, what's error here? All right, so there are some errors in the internal library. So what I'll do here is, I don't want this to be checked. So in the tsconfig.json file here, I'll directly pass skip library check and I'll set it to true. Okay, if I do that up, I don't think I'll face this problem again. Stop it and run it again. All right, so as you can see, something is coming up, but I have not passed the view. That is why this is showing in this particular way. If you want to pass the view directly, let me just show you. Instead of this, if I directly pass 700 comma 400, now this is how it's going to look like. Now as you can see, this is not showing up properly. If I just check this out, I think there are a few errors which are coming up because of the browser animation module, and this I need to pass it in the main.ts file, or if you're using ng modules, then you need to pass it in app.modules.ts file. Now here what I'll do, I will have import providers from, you can simply pass in imports in ng module, and I'll directly paste this browser animation module. This needs to be imported from, well, I'm not getting the option here. It will be imported from at angular/platform browser/animation. Okay, this is how it needs to be done, and now you can just see the proper stuff. But still there is some problem. What is that? The size or the width is not taken properly. I'm just passing any width and height here, which is not great. We need to make the screen size to be appropriate according to that. Now how to make it dynamic here? Let me just show you. I'll just go to the home page TS file in which I'm going to work now. Now whenever the screen is getting changed, I'm going to call the host listener here, okay, which will check for resizing of that particular window, and I'll call a function here on change of it. Now in the constructor, I need to call private platform, which will be imported from, well, I'm not getting the suggestion here because I'm not using the Ionic modules. Otherwise I think I would have got that. But anyways, I will import it from at Ionic Angular. This is how it will be imported, and we are good to go here. Now in this particular function, what am I going to do? Let me just show you. So this function will be having this particular stuff. I'll get the width and height using the platform one, and thereon I'll check if width is greater than the height. that means it is in landscape mode or the full screen one. That's how I'm detecting it up. Then I'll change the view value to 0.9. That means 90% of the width and 90% to the height. Okay. Otherwise, if it is in portrait mode, that means in mobile mode or something where you will have the width to be less than the height, then I'll have 95% of the width and 35% of the height, so that I can have two boxes at least. Okay. Now this view will be of type any, and I'm going to declare it here in this particular way. So after declaring of it, what I'll do, I'll go back to the component once again, and I'm going to remove it, simply pass view here, which I have already defined in the TypeScript file. Just you can see at input function, I'm using this decorator here, and by using that, what I can directly do is I can simply pass here view, which will be equals to the view that I'll be getting. And now you just see this is getting changed. Okay, if I try to change the stuff here, let's say it's go to responsive, just look at it, it's working for all the screen sizes here, right? That's how it is working, isn't it? All right, so I'm happy with that. So this is fixed. Okay, now I want to fix this legend position also. These are the stuff where the color are shown and the name is shown. So if I don't see properly, and I can have it either at the right side or at the below side. That's how the positions can be done. Only two positions are available by default. So how to change that? Let me just show you that part also. In order to do that, again, I need to go to the vertical bar chart. I need to go here after the legend, show legend. If you don't want to show the legend, you can simply set to false. I have set to true by default. Okay, now legend position, which will be equals to legend position, which I'm just going to define. And if you're not sure about other stuffs, don't worry, I'm just going to explain you a little bit about that. All right, let me just check the legend position one at first. I will have it as an input one only. Legend position, that's gonna be equals to legend position dot. Okay, it is not coming up. Well, this needs to be imported. At first I'll import it, this particular one. All right, once this is imported, I will have the option dot. You can see below and right, so I can have it in at the below part also. If I just do that, you will see now it's wrong here. I think the spelling was wrong. It's corrected. Okay, I have just added another an extra. It will be legend position. Now it's correct, and you just see now it is coming at the bottom part. So this is how we can arrange all the stuff. But if you just pass it within a card, iron card, let me just show you how to pass it within an iron card here. So I'll just go to the home page once again, and we'll work with card here. So within this content, I'm going to have this particular card. Within the iron content card, I'm going to pass this vertical chart, and I will have iron card title, where I'm just giving padding start on the left side. You will just check it now. Forget about the other stuff that is available here. Let me just fix the issues at first, then I'll explain you what exactly I've done here. Just cut this ng class, I'll explain you. First, in order to fix this, what I need to do here is I need to go to the HTML homepage TypeScript file. In the imports one, I need to pass. Let me just remove it, and I'm going to paste it again. So I'll have iron card, iron title, and all of the stuff. Similarly here also, what I'll do, I'll just format the document here, and I'm going to pass these three things. Okay, now it is imported, and you have the stuff here showing up. That's great. But you see the legend is not showing up. How we can fix that? We can fix that with the help of a class. Okay, so I'm going to go to it home page SCSS file, where I'm going to pass this particular classes margin of 10 pixels, and to the iron card I'm just passing a font size because I want this little bit of font size to be smaller than the one that we have earlier. Okay, and some margin padding start I have already given here. Okay, so padding start is being given. Just check this out. And padding start and margin top from this particular one, I have just given some margin top here. That's the only thing I have done so far. Now in this particular stuff here, I'm having a class called card contain. Okay, now this class will have a height of 45 VH. Just I have checked it out, it was working with 45 VH. If it needs to be more, you can simply check it out. Okay, if you change the width and height here, definitely you need to change all these things. So parameters are very much important in order to achieve this particular thing. Okay, now in the homepage TS file, what am I going to do? I will have two more properties here. One is the legend position, which will be of type legend position, that I'm going to import. Okay, it is imported, and along with that a boolean value of below. Okay, by default, like it is below. So below is false. That means by default it's going to be at the right side. So how am I going to implement that? Now in order to implement that, I'm going to use a function here which I'm going to name it as change legend position. Default value will be true. So if it is true, then it's going to be on the right side, otherwise on the below side. Then similarly, below value will be the toggle of default value. If default value is true, it's going to be false, otherwise it's going to be true. Okay, so that is how it's going to work. Now I need to call both the functions in ngOnInit, because let's have this change legend position function will be called, and by default I'm just calling the default one. That means the true value will be passed. That means it will be on the right side. And also I'm going to call the handle screen size change function too, because I want the screen size to be taken according to the size of the screen as soon as it enters there. Okay, otherwise it's going to take different sizes, which I don't want it. That is why this needs to be done. All right, so our functionality is ready. Now what I need to do here in the HTML part of the home page, just simply I need to pass here legend position. That's gonna be the legend position that I'm just going to pass. Along with it, I need to pass an ng class here. Okay, and in order to use ng class for the standalone one, I need to import that also by using ng class, because I don't want to call the common module here. Okay, directly we can call the ng class. That's gonna be fine. Now that's gonna be equals to braces class name card content. It's gonna be valid if below is true, then I'm going to call that. Okay, as of now below is not true, that is why it is coming on the right side. As soon as I pass below to true in my TS file, if I simply pass here true, okay, you will see it at the bottom part. It's not coming up. Okay, by default it was true, so I need to pass false here. I forgot. Now it's going to come up. Just look at it, it's working. Okay, so this is how you can work around with all this. Let me change it to true again. By default it's true and it is coming up. Great. Now let me simply explain you a few more things in the vertical bar chart. If you want to learn all of it in depth, then it's better you check the documentation here for each and every one, the properties, and you go through the description. You will understand each and everything. But just for the overview of it, show x-axis, that means the x-axis it's going to show, y-axis it's going to show gradient. If you want something, you can just set it true and check it out whether what's the change here. Okay, the gradient one is showing up, which I don't want actually, so false is fine. Legend one is this particular part. If you don't want to show, you can simply pass it to false. Okay, X label, if you don't want this label, you can simply set it to false here, and this label will not show up. Okay, just check this. Okay, it's pretty simple. X label, if you can simply change the label also. For Y axis also you can do the same. These are the simple stuff, and this is the color scheme which you can directly pass. Okay, this is the colors which is being passed here and it is applied. If you don't want to use this color, there are some default colors, I think, which I have already shown you or not. Let me just show you once again. So we have a lot of options for the color. Just check these colors here. Okay, you can pass any colors. Let me just show you one of those. We are working with the bar chart here. So I think ocean color will look nice. How am I going to pass it? Instead of this color scheme, I need to pass ocean. Okay, just the string I need to pass and it's going to work. Just look at it, working perfectly, right? So this is how you can implement this particular stuff here. If you still want some color scheme, definitely you can pass in your own. Let me just have it here also so that you can understand what changes I have done, not scheme. Okay, you can simply replace it if you want to. Now similarly, I have also created 3 more stuff: line chart, pie chart, and grouped vertical bar chart, and I'm just directly going to implement. If you want to check the code, simply check this out. It's the same stuff. You just need to go to this particular one, where it is. Like I want to go for the line chart, then line chart is available, pie chart is here. You can simply go for, I have gone for this particular pie chart. Okay, for the line chart, line area, this is a line chart. You can go to this code and copy the code as I have already shown and work with that. Okay, you don't need this particular code here, like the way I have shown. You need to implement in that particular. Okay, so after that it is done, I need to simply pass it in my home page to work with that. If you want to check the code, let me just show you. As simple as this. All right, let's minimize it. It's the same stuff. You have the on select, along with that the on activate and on deactivate functionality also, which are going to implement when you click on it. Say like, let me just show you. In fact, here also we have on select. Okay, if I click on this particular part, I can see the value here, right? Even this one too, I'll just see the value. So whenever I'm clicking on this is getting deactivated, the earlier one which was selected, so that will also get triggered. Which one was deactivated, you can just check that out. That features you can apply on bar chart also, which I haven't done, but on the other ones I'll definitely do that, and you will check that out. So directly I'm going to implement in the home page within a card, so that you can just check this out. Okay, let me pass it. So after this, I'm going to have the line chart and the grouped bar chart. I'm going to place the pie chart at the top in this particular way. Now I need to import the components. If you're working with the ng modules, you need to do it in the modules file of the home page. Okay, in the declaration part. I'll do it here. So group, this is the one. Next one is pie chart from this components one. Make sure you're importing from the proper location. Line chart, this is the one. All right, once all of them are imported, all the issues are gone. And we have the same stuff here also. Just look at this pie chart. And we have the line chart in this particular way. Then the group vertical bar chart, where you can just match the year wise. Like this is I think 2010 or 11. Maybe the difference between the two years of this particular one. Where is to resize it? All right, Germany. For Germany, 2010, 2011, how much is the difference in growth in the population? Similarly for USA and France, it's being shown there. If you want to check the code, simply go for it. This is the code as same, just the stuff is little different. You can just check this out. Now in the TS file also everything is same. Now this is how you need to prepare the data for a pie chart. Okay, this is the pie chart. This is how the data is being prepared. That's it. After that, you can check the line chart also. This is how the line chart looks like, and I've given the neons color from there. And in the TS file, what have I done? Not much. This is how the data will be prepared. So in the line chart, what kind of data do we have here? We have Germany, then series. Okay, within the series I have 3 data, this 3. After that, this is for the multi. Am I using the multi one? Yes, I do. Let's check it. Yeah, multi is being passed. So what do we have here? The name and value for the Germany one. Then for the USA one, you can in fact pass the color, different colors also if you want to. Okay, and this is the USA one for each year. After that, the France one also. So you can simply check it out. If I want to look into the legend part in the different position, I can simply pass here in the homepage TS file in one place only to change it to false, and it will show up. Then I can see the values properly. So what was I looking for? Okay, in the line chart it was not done. Why? Anywhere else? Everywhere it is done. In the line chart it is not done. So let me just check. I think I have missed out something. All right, legend position. I think I haven't passed the legend position here. Yeah, legend position, legend. All right, now I'm going to see that. Look at this. This is for Germany, the red one. For USA, the year is shown and how the graph is going up. This is the pink one. Then this is France, and final one is the UK one. So just check this out. It's looking lovely according to me. And for this particular one, I have given the flame color. This is, I think, the ocean, not the ocean one. I think this is neon one only. This is the ocean one, and this is the neons one once again. So you can just check all of it, how it is perfectly showing up, right? It's completely up to you how you want the design to be. All right, so let me just change it to true again, because I don't want too much of a size to be taken. Okay, completely your choice. So now what am I going to do? I'm going to implement one more, the last one, the final one, that is the horizontal chart. So let me just create that quickly. I'm going to create horizontal bar chart, which is going to be this particular one. Let me just show you. Horizontal bar chart. This is the one I'm going to show you right now. The code is available here. Okay, let me create it quickly. All right, this will be created now, and I'm going to at first copy the HTML part. Simply copy it, and I'll paste it in the horizontal bar chart in this particular way. Don't worry about the errors. I'll look into the scheme one later on, color scheme, but I need to pass one more property here, legend position. Okay, along with that, I'll go to vertical bar and copy all this stuff. But before that, I need these two things, the standalone one, so that few errors will go away. All right, I'll import it from swimline/ngx-charts. Now there is no error here. I'll go here and copy these options all together, everything. Okay, till here I'm going to copy it, and well, not exactly needed. Let's do it directly. So I'm just going to copy it from the app.component.ts file. These are the options that I have. Let's copy it till here. Okay, I'll get back and simply paste it. All right, format the document. Fine. Once that is done, what I need to do here is just few things. The view and the legend part I need to copy, and I will paste it here in this particular way, where I need to import the two things. Little congested, close it. It'll be pretty smooth to work with, right? So anything else I need to do? Yes, I need to do one more thing here. I need to pass a single one that I'll get it from the data. The data that I have, copy it. Let's get back. Now for the single one, I'm going to define it here, dot single, which I need to declare it single of type any array. It's going to be equals to an empty array initially when I'm declaring it. Okay, I think now it is done. No more errors, or I have an error. Color scheme. Okay, I need to pass of type any. Remember, this is very important. And anything else? Okay, this would be functions I need, which I'll get it from app.component.ts file. I'll copy and silently paste it here. It's gonna be of type any in all the places, because in tsconfig we have strict to be true. That means strict checking of the types is true. Okay, so this is also ready. I can simply go to homepage HTML and let me just copy one of the card, get towards the bottom, paste it, just change the stuff here. This is gonna be app, what was the name? Horizontal bar chart. Don't worry about the error, I will fix it. Horizontal bar chart. Okay, I'll get back to the TS file, and in the imports I will have horizontal bar chart to be imported. Once that is done, I think I'll get here. Let's check it out now. This is how it is showing up for the horizontal chart bar, and is this looking lovely according to me. If you want to check the below legends at the below position, once again for this particular one too, I can directly do that here, false, and we are going to just check that out. Okay, there you go, it is working fine. Now I'll just keep it as it is. I think this is looking pretty good. Okay, the right one is not properly coming up, so I'll keep it as it is. And what I'll do here is, let me change it. Let me do one thing. If this is the situation, then I'm going to set it to false. Not exactly false, it's going to be true. Otherwise, it will be false. In mobile view, I want it to be false, and in normal view, it's going to be true. Okay, I think this is what I actually needed. All right, I think that's going to be fine now, and I don't need this anymore. Okay, because this function will handle all the things. Okay. All right. I think I have done everything here except this color scheme. If you want to change and it here just for the sake of understanding, and I'm going to pass, let's say, fire color. Let's see how it looks like, the fire color. All right, not bad, but let me just check for some other color. So I'll just get back here, and in this particular one, let me check what are the other options that I have. Aqua color, the solar color, no, not looking that great. What about the natural one? Won't look that nice. Vivid one is also fine, I think, but I'm going to go for picnic one. So picnic will look nice, I think. Try it out. And let me just scroll down. Not bad actually, I can keep this. Okay, so this is how it is working, and if you want to check it out, let's think in the console log, clear everything. There was some warning, don't need to worry. If I'm just clicking it here, just see item clicked and activated, both the value is coming up. Simply check it out. And if I'm clicking on now USA, you will see deactivate is also working for this particular value, right? So this is how it's working for all of them. Just try it out. If I click here, in fact, I don't, okay, it is also getting activated, right? Correct. All right, it's working. So animations and everything is working fine here. Now what I'll do, I will just dock it towards this side and check it now. If I just remove it, just look at this where it is showing. Yeah, now it is showing nicely here. All right, too big actually. I wanted it a little smaller maybe. If you want, you can make it smaller as per your requirement. But I think this is fine. You can just check the responsiveness of it, and accordingly you can try it out. Just look at it, it's working nicely. And let me just check the responsive one also, how it is changing. Yeah, Nice, great. All right, I think I'm happy with it. Okay. All right, so we have achieved what we were looking for. I have shown you 5 charts and you can apply the other stuff on your own, because now you know how exactly you need to work with, correct? So you can just work with any chart here. For the examples part, you can simply check it here. What are the examples that you can simply try it? And I'm also going to pass the code, the links of that particular stuff in the description and also in the source code also. I think I should pass it in the homepage TS file so that you can just find it bottom part. These are the links that you can try and check it out. Alright, so we have come to the end of this particular video. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like the video, make sure you hit the like button and do subscribe to the channel if you are new here. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'm going to see you next time.